What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tonyd2wild checking in once again, back in the building, baby. Back at it like a crack addict. Hopefully, YouTube does not censor me for this, okay? Hopefully not. We didn't say any cursing, so YouTube, relax. I'm just trying to bring it back. I wanted to say the intro once. This one time, all right? With all the recent leaks that we recently just did a video on yesterday of 2025, I thought then why not compile that into a list of the top 10 upcoming sneakers of 2025, since we have well over 10 pairs that are already been leaked out. Now, majority of them are from Nike and from Jordan Brand, because majority of them get leaked that way. Like, we don't see New Balance or Adidas leaking out information leading into 2025, even at this time right now. But with that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And yeah, let's go. First one off the rip is the Jordan 12 Flu Game. Now, you guys probably are like, oh my God, how dare you put this at number 10? Well, bruh, there is a ton of heaters on this list, okay? There's a ton of these heaters and honorable mentions that could still be on this list. There's going to be a lot of shoes that you probably disagree with on where they're at on this list, and my list is not a cemented be all, say all, be all. You feel me? It's just what I put, and kind of what I put as where I want things to go, as hyped up as I am getting for these releases, and overall contingents of what the popular opinion is as well. And I think I said contingents, I meant contingency, forgive me, you know what I'm saying, for trying to use big words. But yes, we have the Jordan 12 Flu Game 2025. The release date that we're getting here so far is spring 2025. Now, we recently got a pair of those back in what, I want to say like 2018. I wish they would have put the date down here, but I actually own a pair. I've actually reviewed a pair. My pair is still in great, you know, quality and condition as we speak right now. Retails $200, grade school $150, preschool $90, and $75 for toddlers. It's going to be a very big shoe. Now, overall, something I didn't even take into consideration, but the Jordan brand itself will be hitting its 40th year anniversary going into 2025. So with that being said, it kind of makes sense for them to go all out as they are, because you know, the 1985 Jordan 1 is now turning 40 years old. And I guess they're just going to celebrate that just with every single colorway, OG classic imaginable. Now, just to do a quick little backtrack that I went and did, these last came out in 2016, so it's been 9 years. And a lot of the shoes that you're going to be seeing on this list are 9 years old, 10 years old, and like around 12. So like 9 to 12 years old since its last came out. But with that being said, a lot of people might not have been into sneakers that are now into sneakers, and this is their opportunity to get a pair of Flu Games, or if you have a pair of Flu Games, it's a time to re-up on a new pair of Flu Games. Getting this list as is though, a lot of these shoes I'm probably going to be offing on 2Wild's Closet and to just people down the road. Not because I have an issue with it, but I'm going to review this shoe. I'm going to grab this shoe. And I just can't double up and triple up on version after version after version when I'm already going through a sneaker issue right now. With that being said though, right, definitely going to be a very big shoe. I think it will do extremely well. It's a Flu Game, black and red. It's an OG classic. It's a shoe that has a story behind it. It's a shoe that's a history. The NBA Finals Game 5, which I think it was really a stomach virus, right? He had ate pizza the night before and had like a stomach flu or a stomach virus, and still went out there and performed. But coming in at number 10, a big boy banger, is the Jordan 12 Flu Game, spring 2025. Coming in at number 9, this is actually one that I'm extremely excited for, and that's the Jordan 5 Grape. Now, the Jordan 5 OG is what they're calling it, Grape, because more than likely we'll probably be getting the Nike Air on the back right here that you see. Fabulous. You also got the Wheaties box, classic. Bring back the jumpsuit, you know what I'm saying? Jordan Brand, go ahead and just go all out. You feel me? Go all out for us at the end of the day. Now, these are supposedly releasing in summer of 2025. I actually own a pair of the 2013 pair, but Obviously, that's something I have to get rid of because I definitely am going to be picking up a brand new pair. This is a shoe that when I started doing YouTube had just came out on the scene. Like, this was a shoe, you had Laney 5s, you had Grape 5s, Toro Bravo 4s, Green Glow 4s. You had a lot of different shoes and they were all selling out at the time. But the Grape was a very, very well sought after sneaker that people were extremely excited for. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you feel me, all the above. That emerald, ice new emerald. A beautiful color combination, a beautiful colorway, a beautiful shoe, an iconic shoe, you name it. The Jordan 5 Grape has been phenomenal. Now, improved build closely resembled the original 1990 release. So as you can see, they try to get the shape right. Now, this picture is more than likely an original picture from back then, not like a picture of what we're going to get. But you do know that they've tried to get that shape right of the Jordan 5 since the Fire Red 5s, or was it the Fire Red with the metallic tongue. They tried to get it right since then. Now, the Grapes did release back in 1990, so it is like one of the OG colorways. So we are going to get something that is close as possible to its original colorway and shape of that 1990 release. So this is definitely going to be a cop. Man, look, we gonna have to wait and see, because I've been very shocked at some of these releases throughout the years. Like, we recently got the Jordan 185 high metallic red or burgundy, whatever, right, that released, that has not released since 1985, and those are going for $110 on the secondary market right now. With that being said, I'm thinking that everything that's on this list is going to completely sell out. That's how much of a high hope I have, but at the same time, that's how I feel, and I feel like people my age feel. Like, if you're around my age, you know, if you're in your mid-20s and up, you know, I think you're going to go for this shoe, and I think this shoe is going to do phenomenal. We'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully the economy gets better, though, at the same time, because if not, if this shoe's going for below retail, that's going to be wild. That's going to be wild. But number 9, the Jordan 5 OG. Great. Coming in at number 7, we have the Nike Kobe 8 Protro, what the? And this is expected to be releasing in the summer of 2025. Originally released December 2013. Highly coveted for its unique design, paying homage to Kobe Bryant's legacy. When this shoe came out, once again, 2013, as I told you, like, when I first started YouTube, and once again, like I said, 9 years to about 12. This is a 12-year-old shoe. It's finally coming back. We know, obviously, every Kobe right now has been pretty much selling out. Kobe designs, Kobe shoes, Kobe colorways. When it comes to like that 6, the 7, the 8s, the 5s, they've been always classic. They've been very well sought after. They were very well sought after back then, and they're very well sought after now. I know a lot of people try to make it seem like, okay, of Kobe Bryant's passing, that's why these shoes are doing well. I mean, obviously that plays a part. RIP to my GOAT at the end of the day. But I also want to say that these shoes did great when they originally released. It's not like these are shoes that were sitting and then now they're going crazy. We see that happen in the sneaker world. The Whattas were a very high sought after shoe when it released. The Grinch is the same thing. You know, the camos, Italian camos, the same thing. A lot of those shoes did well back then, and they're gonna do well now. With that being said, we are getting a retro or a Protro of this What The in the summer year, which I think is going to do phenomenal. This is going to do a very, very big drop. That don't even sound right. It's going to be a very big drop, and it's going to do phenomenal as far as where it lies amongst Kobe's. For some people, this is their grail. You feel me? With me, it was a Kobe 6 Grinch. This is definitely is like one of the top most sought after Kobe's, at least from a release standpoint, because there's a lot of samples, a lot of PEs out there, but this is definitely on the high end for a very sought after Kobe that a lot of people have always wanted to add in to the collection. So summer, it's looking pretty big, man, just off this release alone, but for also the OG Grape, and even springtime for the flu game. Like 2025, it's right around the corner. I know we're in July, but it's going to fly. Trust me. It's going to fly. So it's looking very exciting, and I'm excited for this channel. I'm excited for sneakers, and I'm excited for the culture to hopefully get a needed boost, man, because right now it's looking very stale. And now it makes sense why it may be very stale, because Jordan Brand is putting all hands on deck. And in my opinion, when it comes to the sneaker world, if Nike and Jordan Brand is not doing well, it plays a big impact on everything else, believe it or not. No, don't get me wrong, New Balance is doing phenomenal, A6 is doing phenomenal, but Nike brings the eyes, and it's like a gateway to everything else. That's just my opinion. Forgive me. Don't shoot the messenger. You feel me? But that's just my opinion. But coming in at number 7, we have the Nike SB Jordan 4, Varsity Red and Navy. There's 2 Nike SB Jordan 4s supposedly rumored to release going into next year. February 2025 with that one, and spring 2025. Now, out of the 2, me personally, I like the red a little bit more. Some people are gonna like the navy a little bit more, but we're gonna put the Nike SB Jordan 4 here because I don't want to use 2 SBs. I don't want to use those SBs for 2 slots, okay? Because there's just there's too much stuff on this list to do that with, unfortunately, okay? But with that being said, obviously the original Pine Greens did phenomenal. I love them. I have my pair. Where they at? Right there. That's them right there. Wait, where you at? Right there. That's my SBs. I'm not gonna ever get rid of them, especially now with more pairs dropping. I want the original colorway to just stay up there and collect dust. Maybe I'll wear it, maybe I won't. I mean, I think I've worn them once or twice. It don't really matter. I'm gonna wear my shoes. But we have more colorways releasing. If you put Pine Green, Varsity Red, and Navy, and you tell me to pick my favorite colorway or my favorite color, I'm probably going to go with that Navy. Even though I love blue too, I love red and I love blue, I think the red, though, just looks a little bit better in my humble opinion. But we obviously know this is where the hype beasts are going to start getting their balls swelled up a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? People's bobbles are going to get swollen up, and it's going to get a little crazy out here in the streets. We know that the Nike SB going into 2023 was like one of the top, sneakers of the year to some people out there. I think I might have put it at 1 or put it at 2. Like, I put it up there. It's definitely top 3 of 2023. I don't know if I could say the same for these 2 colorways going in because there's just so much stuff on the list. I honestly think, well, it's not number 1 on this list now, so it won't be number 1 list, I don't think, going in to 2025 as like the top sneaker of the year. But with that being said, we have to pay some respects for being such a great collaboration and great colorways, in my opinion. They're white, yes, but they still look very good, and I love the materials utilized on them. So I definitely want to put them at the list. And I forgot to mention the price points when I came in. Obviously, the Flu Games were $200, the Grapes were $200, the Whattas are going to be $190, and supposedly, of course, these are going to be coming in at that $225 price point like its predecessor. So be on the lookout. February, so more than likely you might get this pairing coming in for All-Star Weekend or around that time, and then we got this one coming in to the springtime, which may release a couple of months a little later. $225. This one's also says February. So both of them are looking like February. Woo! Oh my God. Are we gonna like somebody said it, man? Do we need to get some accountants or something? Like, we need to figure something out. I don't see how I'm gonna have enough. Like, everything on this list I want to have, right? So if they're averaging $200 and there's 10 shoes, that's 2 racks, right? Because I'm trying to think, because some of these are like even over 200, so it's gonna be over that 2 racks. That's why I'm trying to count. Like, it's gonna be even more than 2 racks. Probably about closing into 3, because this one is 225. But with that being said, 2 racks aside just for this top 10 release. That's not leading into the other small things here and there. And hopefully, guys, I have not been saying this incorrectly. I don't know if I've been calling, but number 10, Flu Game. Number 9, OG5 Grape. Number 8, What the Kobe's. Number 7, the Nike SB, because I will mess my numbers up, trust me. Coming in at number 6, we have the Nike Foamposite 1 Galaxy. Another 2013 release that's, as I stated before, 12 years in the making. We finally are getting back the Galaxy in its truest form. We've had Big Bangs or Galaxy 2.0s and all that stuff released in the past. Oh, my bad, it says 2012. I thought this was 2013. 2012. So we got a 14-year-old release. $240 is what it's supposed to be releasing at February once again. And then this is actual images from the sneakers that released not that long ago. And what we're expecting to see for this particular shoe is possibly an All-Star Weekend drop. Now, if these are coming out for All-Star Weekend, I'm kind of curious of what else may come down the pipeline for Nike. And I'm just guessing All-Star Weekend because this is a shoe that released 2012 All-Star Weekend. If it does, I'm wondering if we might see some classics from that actual year, just in general. All-Star sneakers. Let me see, because I want to see. Okay, nah, possibly not. We already got the Big Bangs. We've already gotten the KD 4 All-Stars. Now, we did not get the Kobe's, which are, I believe, are the Kobe 7 Galaxies, or the Cosmos, or they have a couple of different names. The Kobe 7 Galaxy, yeah, maybe we might see that one as well. But with that being said, let's get back to this bad boy right here. This has definitely been a shoe. Once again, if you're my age and 25 and up, you're definitely going to be wanting to get your hands on this shoe. It's going to be very expensive. It might be the most expensive on this list so far, but it's one of those shoes that you're going to have to just kind of take it for what it is and keep it pushing, keep it moving, you feel me? Definitely adding this one to the collection. Foams have been very expensive, man, but I've added so far metallic reds, eggplants, and these are going to come in, and I'm looking forward to those Royals if we're getting them as well. But definitely instant cop, no questions asked. Take the 240 on the chin and keep it pushing, man. It's been a long time. This is a very, very well sought after sneaker that, I mean, I'm curious now how much they go for, but they were at one point going for like over a rack on StockX and stuff like that. Let's just see real quick. Yeah, $1,100. Look, the prices slightly have dropped now because people are seeing that. But if you go back to 2015, $1,600, $1,700, it dropped down to $1,200, and it's been sitting there for a minute. Now it dropped down to $1,000. It's probably gonna dip. It's probably gonna sit down there for a little bit now. If you got a pair, you better get that pair off. I would get that pair off because at this point, it being a 12-year-old shoe, it's gonna crumble. You feel me? It's not gonna stay intact if you want to wear it. If it's been sitting dead stock, I mean, foams are a little bit different, but any shoe that's been sitting without anybody wearing it for 10 years, you could best believe that shoe is probably unwearable, or it's going to be unwearable very, very shortly. So your best bet is just to sell it to somebody and wants to let it sit like a mantle and not everywhere, then keep it and trying to sell it down the road, because those prices are going to drop regardless of the fact. I mean, let me just check and see, right? I'm kind of curious at this point. People that have held on to those Grinches from 2010, $1,100. The last sale was June 5th for $1,000. It's not bad. $4,000, goodness gracious. I think this shoe, and even I guess it might be a slight difference with this for the fact that this is the original Kobe Grinch, the OG Kobe Grinch, and that is the original Foamposite Galaxy. The way we look at a 1984 or 1985 Jordan 1, it being like in a museum almost of some sort, or needing to be in a museum, it's a collectible. This will be the same way. But if we keep retro on the shoe, then that's when I'd be like, all right, it doesn't make sense. So there's still value in this being it, because this is the original Foamposite Galaxy that released in its original, OG form. So I can get it from that standpoint. With that being said, though, this is definitely a very high up on my list shoe, and I'm looking forward to it. Last time releasing in 2012, $240, February 2025. February is already looking kind of crazy. Coming in at number 5, we have the Jordan 5 Black Metallic Reimagined, set to release on February 2025 as well. Bruh, February is about to be stupid. Now, I'm curious of what this Reimagined is going to be on this sneaker. What it seems like, if this is true, is these laces right here, right? Now, I have the previous pair, and if you remember, these shoes originally released back in 1990, but I have the pair that released, I want to say, it seems like 2016 on this one, so it's a 9-year-old shoe. When it released, it came, of course, with its black laces. And what you see here are some white laces, and I'm wondering if it's going to come with the black and the white, or just come with the white. I think they would probably come with both. It would make sense. But the reason for the white laces in particular is because Jordan himself used to rock them with the white laces. These images seem to be images from back then in 2016. But Jordan himself was rocking these with white laces, and maybe that's the type of imagery or the type of way they're going to come back. So let's see. Hold on. In spring 2025, Jordan brand aims to honor the legacy of the metallic Jordan 5 by meticulously reimagining them to closely resemble the original pair, but with a twist. From the sleek black upper to the metallic silver accents, captures the essence of the iconic silhouette while including a few additions. Now, what is that? What is that? I'm trying to figure out with accents. Like, what is this twist? Because we don't need too much of the twist to hurt anything. You feel me? White laces reminiscing MJ's player exclusive. Okay, cool. So that's probably what they're talking about. And I'm okay with that. You know, I'm okay with that. I just don't want them going too crazy. You feel me? So here's a picture of, it's on Reddit right here. Obviously people wearing them, but this is what I'm saying. This is what we're talking about, and this is what we're probably more than likely going to get. And I have no issue with that. I actually own, though, the 2016 pair. I'd probably get rid of it to sport these. Now, as stated before, though, I would hope that they give us both sets of laces, but I don't mind rocking them with the white laces. I like this. It's different. It pops. And I'm all with it. You feel me? So I'm looking forward to this one. I think this one's going to do extremely well. Supposedly the price point on these are going to be $210 so far. We're getting more and more reimagines. I'm loving it. I'm liking it. And I think these are going to do very, very well for a lot of people out there. We obviously know, like, the black Jordans colorway, of course, right? Do very, very well. This in particular, like the next pair we're going to talk about. But we've seen, of course, the Reimagined. And the bro, that just sounded bad. The black Jordans. It just stuck in my head, bro. Forgive me. But what I mean by that are the black colorways, the Reimagined 4s. These, the next pair we're going to talk about, which are not necessarily reimagined, but specific colorways that do great when it comes to their original colorway in the, I guess you would call it the away colorway or some sorts, right? But be on the lookout. Supposedly these already have a release date of February 15th, which I think that may be falling in line with more of an all-star weekend. Let me see that. 2025 all-star weekend, February 16th. So there you go. It will be releasing on all-star weekend. Coming in at number 4, we have the Jordan 3 Black Cat. Now, I think these are going to be phenomenal. This is going to be a crazy, crazy release. Now, why? Because the Jordan 4 Black Cat released a couple years back, and was it 2020? Well, I mean, yeah, it's been 4 years then. 2020 was when these are initially released back in the day. As you can see, like, look, $200. They weren't like, they were shoes that were able to easily get acquired and picked up. But since then, as you can see, they have this risen at this point. I own a pair. I might need to go look at my pair because, damn, like $1,000 is how much they sell them for right now. The last pair sold for $1,100 is crazy. Now, the thing is, why is this even a thing though? Is because in reality, the Black Cat started off with the 3. As far as from what I know, you know, the Black Cat 3 was the first shoe that kind of popped things off. You had the Black Cat 3 and the Pure Money 3, and then that led into the Black Cat 4 and the Pure Money 4. Now, the last time this release was in 2017, as you can see right here. And there's no bids. I just think that these are going to hit stronger. They should hit stronger. They hit stronger for me. Like, when the Jordan 4 Black Cat dropped, I wanted the Jordan. I was like, okay, these are cool, but I'm like, damn, I really want the black. Like, I want the originals. I don't want these 4s. I want the 3s. Now, doing my own due diligence, right? Because I had to check it out and make sure I was correct or I was wrong, and I am wrong. From what I'm seeing right now, and hear me out, I was in high school. I didn't like care about release dates. I owned this pair, so this is why I liked it probably more as well. But what I'm learning right now as we are talking, these released in 2007, the Jordan 3 Black Cat. The Jordan 4 Black Cat apparently released in 2006. So apparently these came out before the 3s. In my opinion, the 3s were always the better colorway. Like, I didn't even know that. I did know that these released back then with them around that time, and I knew when they released in 2020 they had already been a colorway, because I stated before you had Pure Money 4s and and Black Cat 4s, and then Pure Money 3s and Black Cat 3s, and those also, if you could see, released in 2007 as well. I always though took it as like when you say Pure Money and then you say Black Cat, I always said the Black Cat 3 was the better colorway in my opinion out of the two. And then I always thought that the Pure Money 4 was the better colorway out of the two when it came to 3s and 4s. And I thought that the 3s were the first to come out with a colorway, but hey, I stand corrected to this day, learning that right now, that the original or the first Black Cat out of those two was the 4. But with that being said, I like the 3 more, and I think that people like the 3 more, and I think they're gonna do even better. 2007 though is the last time that this shoe released. I mean, you're talking what is that? That is, damn, 17 years. Holy shit. With that being said, we have for the shoe supposedly a March 2025 release date, $200, and I expect it to be phenomenal. Men's, grade school, and preschool and toddler will be available on this, and yeah, it's gonna be very, very nice. Of course, before y'all say anything, you see it right here. The Black Cat moniker was, of course, like a part of Jordan himself. The Jordan 13s, you know, all that played into part of that. So like, these are not the original like Black Cat type of symbolism. It's been around with Jordan for a very long time, but these colorways supposedly releasing first with the 4 and then coming in with the 3 the year later, but it's always been the 3 when you talk about Black Cat. Like, the 3 is what pops up for me in my brain. Now, coming in number 3 is a new item added to the list that actually was added when I shot this video. Like, we took a shoe out that we'll talk about in our honorable mentions after this, but I had to put this one in because I was like, this literally just came in today. The Jordan 1 UNC Reimagined. This just hit the press today, July 8th. Well, actually it came in yesterday. I didn't see this till today though, okay? Maybe this came in late, I don't know. But the Jordan 1 UNC Reimagined is coming summer 2025. We know how the Lost and Founds did. The Lost and Founds was a sneaker of the year for a lot of people out there. And I have no argument with that one whatsoever, right? The thing is that we have now another colorway, and that's the UNC, another original colorway. I think this one's going to be doing phenomenal, $180. Obviously, you got people like me who are going to just gravitate to it because of its Lost and Found, or my bad, its reimagined old school look. Hopefully that's the way they're going to go, and you don't reimagine it on some weird stuff like you did with the Royals. Reimagine it like the Lost and Founds. Do not reimagine it like the Royals. That's all I got to say with that. With that being said, you also got the young kids who, they don't even know about that shoe or that type. When they think about UNC, they don't even think of it that way. They look at like the off-white UNC or something like that. Like, unfortunately, we got to start thinking about that, and that's how some of these kids are. These kids don't know Jordan wearing the UNC. They know Virgil and the off-white UNC that dropped, and this is their opportunity of owning that colorway in some shape or form. So this is going to be a shoe that's going to be generational in my opinion, and be a very, very well sought out there and highly sought after sneaker. I don't even own the UNC. I didn't own the UNC dropped. I want to say I was unable to get my hands on it, but I'm talking about the original high OG right here is the one I'm talking about. It released in 2015. I was unable to get my hands on this shoe. Very, very disappointed at the time. But now I have the opportunity to do so. 2025, this release promises to blend the beloved elements of the original 85 release with a fresh twist, giving it the reimagined treatment that has been synopsis with the innovative design. So hopefully we just keep it, keep it OG. Keep it OG. It could be a change in materials, offering a more premium feel, or a nod to vintage aesthetics, adding a nostalgic touch. Regardless, expect to stay true to the classic UNC theme that has made the Air Jordan a timeless piece in the sneaker culture. So hopefully they don't go too crazy with it, but definitely going to be well sought after. If you bring it like this, man, bring it looking old and beat up, you gotta knock out the park. You bring that reimagined suede royal joint out, or that patent leather stuff, because apparently the patent leather that's also a reimagined. Like, that's our bread reimagined from what I've been learning now. Like, they came back later and said that's the first reimagined that came out. So we might not get a bread for quite some time, or a royal for quite some time or they may never be a reimagined version. Like, that's what we got. So we got to wait and see. But that is That is number 3. So for our honorable mentions, first off, we got to get into the Jordan 8 Aqua. This one is one that I hated to take off the list. I actually own a pair. This, I think, came out in 2016. Unfortunately, I had to take it. It was on the list. The UNC took it off the list. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. There's no way I could have did it. If obviously, I know some of y'all gonna be very disappointed like I am, right? And feel free to let me know, yo, Tony, you should have kept the Aqua on the list and took off this shoe. Let me know what shoe that should have been, okay? Because it was tough, bro. It was tough. I wish I could take it back. I don't even know what I would take off, though. Maybe the Nike SB Varsity, but I know that's going to be a well-sought-after shoe for a lot of people out there. Like, you know, personally for me, like, I'm good with the pair I got, but it's just kind of hard to say which shoe I would took off at this point. But very well-sought-after shoe. I love my pair. And it hurts me to do this. You feel me? It hurts me to do this. Next up, we have the Jordan 12 Melo, which making a return. It originally debuted in 2004, and it came out again. Damn, I forgot. I mentioned it in the last video, but the last time it did come out, it didn't come out in men's sizes. It came out in a women's size, a GS only. So this is the first time we're going to actually get this shoe coming in as like a overall, this, I guess, maybe men's, GS, taller, whatever. It's going to at least come in a men's. It's coming in a men's size. Last time, as I stated, it did not come in as a men's size and came in only as a GS. So a lot of people are going to be happy about that. It released back in 2016. So yeah, that's a shoe. Unfortunately, though, it did not make it into men's sizes. But now we'll be getting it in there. And Melo definitely had some great PEs of the time. So this is definitely going to be one for a lot of people out there to get a pair if they want to. You feel me? And I'm definitely... I'm gonna pass on this one. I'll be honest. I'll review it, but I'm not like pressed. I want the Jordan 2 Melos. That's what I've been waiting on. I know there was a pair that released, but I don't think it like released like publicly, or it was something weird about the last time they did the Melo 2. Next up, we have the Jordan 10 OG Steel, which is coming back with its toe cap now. They're releasing it back there. They're aiming to capture the original look of it. I got rid of my Steel 10s. I think I had a pair from like, bro, like I want to say it was like 2013 was the last time they released. I'm just confirming it. Yeah, I had a 2013 pair. I got rid of it. I love 10s. I got no issue with 10s. There has been a long, and we have not had a pair of 10s in a minute either. Like, I don't think let me see, Jordan 10. I just want to see, did we have any 10s in 2013? No, I don't think we had any 10s in 2013. We haven't had any 10s in 2014. I'm just doing a quick look. I could be wrong. Seemed like the last 10, yeah, I don't even see it in 2020. There's got to be something wrong here. I'm not looking, but it's probably been a very, very long time since we've had a pair of 10s drop. Yeah, it's got to be something wrong here. But obviously, definitely one I want to add into the collection. I will add this one into this. I like it. OG classic colorway, very basic, but I like it, and I'm all for it. 2025, $200. You know, if you're gonna get a 10. And now I thought about it. The last one I can remember off the top of my head was it the Powder Blues? Nah, I'm confusing that with the Jordan 9 Powder Blues. Damn, I cannot find it. If y'all can let me know, let's comment down below in the comment section. What was the last Jordan 10 that released? Because I'm typing it in and I'm just trying to find it, bro. And I do not see nothing. I don't see nothing for 2021. Okay, 2021 we had a Soulfly collaboration. I think that might have been the last time, bro. Damn. I see a 2020 release for the Super Bowl. Sorry, it just bothered me. For the Super Bowl, and then a retro wings in 2020 as well. So yeah. But be on the lookout. Definitely a great honorable mention that I had to add into this one. Next up, there's a couple of them on here, but Supreme is supposedly doing a pack with Air Max. So the Nike Air Max 1 and Supreme is doing a collaboration on 4 different colorways here. As you can see, we don't have any imagery, but I definitely think that we'll see a big push on that. Supreme's been kind of low key recently. We haven't seen that much. The last thing I remember talking about Supreme was these SB Darwins right here. So we'll have to wait and see how they do. And they're going for the 85, or my bad, Air Max 1 87. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if they're going for the 87 shape, I guess. Or I guess not the big bubble, something of that matter, a little bit different. But be on the lookout for that. Then we have the Jordan 11 Low PE or Bread PE player exclusive. Obviously, we had a pair that released a couple years back, so I'm a little confused, but apparently Jordan wore these in the 96. Okay, Michael Jordan wore a pair during the 96 NBA Finals leading to the Bulls 4-2 victory showcase. So he did wear a pair of these, and there you go, seeing them right now. Now, there was a pair that released, and those were, I think, samples as well. So I'm a little confused. These are PEs. I think the others were samples. That's what it was. They dropped a pair. You know, Jordan Brand's been doing a lot of stuff where they'll would drop samples of shoes, but not they bring them back as GRs or whatever. But this is the pair that I originally released back then. It was, like I said, I think it was a sample of back in 96. Like, there was a sample version of this shoe. It didn't drop, and then they later on dropped it like as a GR or something like that. Did very well back then. I had a pair. I got rid of it though, but now we are getting a more closer one of what he actually wore, which is pretty much to the bone a Jordan 11 Bread, just on a low. And this could definitely go on the top of the list for some people out there. Unfortunately, it's just hard to put it anywhere right now, bro, for me. This is me personally, okay? Don't beat me up. I'm just a messenger. And last but not least, we have a Nike SB Air Force One. This colorway, this shoe is not all crazy and all that, but I do think that to some people out there, it's going to be a very big shoe for this type of collaboration. You have Air Force One, phenomenal, phenomenal history, all that. You mix that in with the SB. I think it's just going to be a big release overall, so I definitely had to put it on the list. Coming in at number 2, we have the Jordan 4 OG White Cement releasing in May 2025. Now, I'm going to go off the limb and say that these last released in, I was going to say 2015, but it's 2016. So a 9-year-old shoe, once again, as we stated, everything's been like 9 years, 10 years, and like 12. What can I say, bro? I mean, we know this is going to do phenomenal. The military blues did very, very well. They are still sitting around that retail price point, but this is the granddaddy, the Dundada when it comes to the Jordan 4, the White Cement, and of course the Bread. We have Reimagined Breads already, so we know we won't be getting that price soon, but definitely not that far down the road. We could see another Bread. The last time the Bread released was in 2019, so we still got about, that's been about 5 years ago, so we still got some time for that to release out. But obviously they're going to probably give us that Nike on the back. They're probably going to try to bring the shape to its original shape, and it's going to do numbers. It's going to do numbers. This is what it is. May 2025. I just do not see this being a dead shoe at all. I've beat my pair to the ground. They still are really clean and wearable, but I beat my pair to the ground where I'm going to probably grab me a pair. I might even double up on this particular shoe in general because I love it. So Air Jordan 4 OG. I wonder if that's what it's going to say on the box. OG, this seems like they're going with that OG because you don't see OG on shoes. You see Air Jordan 4 Retro. It says retro, never says OG. And I've been noticing we're seeing OG thrown in now on these shoes, and I'm wondering if they symbolizing that to kind of get it back to its classic, closely resembling the original 89 pair. So that's what I'm wondering what's going on here, and we'll just have to wait and see. But obviously going to be probably, to some people, the number one. Even for me, I might change my mind. This might be the sneaker of the year for me, possibly. This is how I'm feeling. Even though number 1 is another shoe that we just automatically know we have to put it up high on the list as well. But number 2, number 1 also, it could be also number 1, the White Cement. It's obvious. But coming in at number 1, you see it. I gave y'all a little peek. The Undefeated Air Jordan 4 returns for summer 2025. The 20th year anniversary of its original release. I did not know that shoe was that damn old. But obviously, this is a grail to a lot of people out there. It's a grail, and it's now going to be available to be bought for people out there. Originally releasing in 2005. So this is the shoe right here. Damn, there's nobody even selling it right here. Holy crap. There's no data? Because I'm about to say, last time I saw this shoe, man, it was going for like a car. Like a car. Damn. Let me see. Jordan 4 Undefeated. Somebody got to be having a pair for sale. 24,000. There you go. eBay 33,000. Look at that. Look at that, bro. $33. This is friends and family with the orange laces, I guess, because I saw sample or whatever, OG sample promo. $24,000, $17,000. Like, yeah, you can get a whip. This is a car right here. Boy, oh boy, I can only imagine what these people paid and how much, you know, it's like people, the value on this stays, you know, it's in the eyes of the beholder at the end of the day, but nobody's going to want to spend $24,000 for this shoe when I know now that it's going to be releasing out to the general public. But with that being said, TBA on every single thing, obviously. I wonder if it's going to be a Undefeated Jordan 4 exclusive or if it'll be available to people out there. That's the part that I'm really looking forward to seeing, because I think they should go ahead and give it to everybody out there, bruh. You feel me? Just let it be what it is, man. This is a very beautiful shoe. The colorway, I love. I'm a sucker for olives. Olive and orange looks good as well. It's a grail for a lot of people out there. So I'm very curious about it. We'll have to wait and see, figure out how it drops, figure out how it releases, if it's going to be only there or if it'll be available to more people out there. We'll have to just wait and see. You know, there's not much information, but we do know it's coming, and we do know that it's going to be a very, very big release overall. And I will be keeping hands on deck and eyes on deck when it comes to this particular pair. So stay tuned. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys and girls enjoyed today's video. Make sure you leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Let me know you guys' top 5 list down below in the comment section if you got a chance. And I love y'all and I appreciate y'all as always. And I will see y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace.